lot of times I'll be driving along and I'm just focused on driving and I'm not thinking about anything at all. And suddenly I'll see a certain special type of car with really pretty lights. And the lights may or may not be on, but I'm suddenly quite aware of my driving and how fast I'm going and how fast I should be going, because the special car makes me aware of the law. Even if I've forgotten about it, it reminds me. That's similar to what Paul's talking about. He's writing to the church at Galatia, and in chapter 3, verse 19, he says, "Why then was the law given? It was given alongside the promise to show people their sins." See, a lot of times we have this idea that the reason God gave us rules and regulations and principles is so we can try to please Him, and that's totally untrue, because we can't. And a lot of times we say, and it's true, this one's true at least, that God gives us His principles so we can line up with them, so we can reflect God's nature in His universe. And that's true, but that's not the primary purpose that God gave us the rules for. They're there to show us how much we need Him. They're there to show us how much we break them. See, if we don't have the rules, we start thinking, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. In Romans, Paul's talking about, I'm doing pretty good. And then he reads the law that says, don't covet. And he goes, oh, crap. Because I'm obeying those rules really well, but that whole coveting one, and suddenly I'm aware that I'm a rule breaker, and a rule breaker needs God. So next time you mess up in one of God's rules or standards, don't freak out. In a sense, they're there because you're going to break them. Because when you fail, the point isn't for you to feel guilty. The point is for you to find your way back to God, to move your way back to God, to ask for His forgiveness, and get back in His will. That's why the rules are there, to point us to God. And that's today's Jumpstart.